we're going to talk about longevity. But before that, there's a very important question. You're going to India. The Prime Ministers of India have had a huge, huge role to play in this strengthening of India-Russia ties. Who do you think, in your span of being a leader here in Russia, really made that difference since you were in power in enhancing India-Russia ties? Which are the Prime Ministers?
Well, you have already asked me to characterize other leaders of other countries. I do not think it is very polite. You know, now we're working with Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Narendra Modi. Indeed, we have very trustworthy and friendly relations. He is a very reliable person. In that sense, I'm speaking very sincerely. India got lucky. He lives India. I'm talking to him and I know him. I hope he won't be cross with me. I'm just saying what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking. It is very pleasant to me to talk to such a person of integrity, you know. And that's number one. Number two, indeed, he is very sincere when it goes about strengthening India-Russian ties across the whole range of areas, especially crucial issues of economy and defense and humanitarian cooperation, development of high-tech. It is very interesting to meet with him. He traveled here, and we sat with him at my residence, and we drank tea for the whole evening, and we discussed different topics. We simply had an interesting conversation, purely like humans. So I'm looking forward to this meeting. I'm sure it will be very interesting and useful.
Rather than not liking it, sir, I'm sure he has this mutual admiration for you as well. Quick question on the future, sir, because AI is a force to reckon with. Your viewpoint on that, do you think it is a force for chaos or it's a force for good? And where is Russia in this AI weapon war that's like in a prep situation world over?
Ну, вы знаете, это так же, как любые достижения прогресса, это может быть и злом, это может быть...
You know, like any other achievement of progress, it can be both good and evil. It is clear that it's cross-cutting technology that changes the life of an ordinary person, and, of course, in the near future, it will change the lives of the whole humanity. Those who will be the first to master this technology, use it most effectively, would gain a tremendous benefit in the economy, in social sphere, in defense, as well as in every sphere, in education, in science, healthcare, everywhere, because the effective use of artificial intelligence in each of the spheres will have a multiplier effect for efficiency and productivity. There are also challenges here, and specialists know it fully well. The fact is that it is all based on processing major data sets, big data. Here comes personal data of people as well. That's number one. And naturally, we need to take steps to guarantee safety and protection to ensure human rights in the widest sense of the word. But here is yet another very important thing. It is that the people who have these databases, in essence, they can use their capacities, the capacities of the developing technologies, to shape the worldview of people.
Предпринимать необходимые усилия для того, чтобы гарантировать безопасность, гарантировать права человека в самом широком смысле этого слова. Но есть еще одна очень важная вещь. Это те люди, которые обладают вот этими базами данных, они по сути через свои возможности, через возможности развивающихся вот этих технологий могут формировать по сути мировоззрение.
Yeah, because we're talking about the future.
But you're talking about health also, and you just spoke about health. So there was a hot mic moment between you and President Xi Jinping, and it was reported very widely when you spoke about longevity, the strides in medicine, biohacking. Do you think immortality is achievable?
Все конечно.
Everything has an end. Only God is eternal. We can extend longevity of life 100%. I'm sure we can. 77 years ago, average lifespan of a person in India was 31 years, and now it's about 70. That's what healthcare does. In India, infant mortality was cut fourfold. We congratulate you. These are all the results of the healthcare effort, and if you use AI in healthcare and you use it to produce medical drugs, for example, using genetic engineering and so on, that means it would have a tremendous effect. Nevertheless, everything comes to an end.
Используя там генную инженерию и так далее, вот то тогда, конечно, эффект будет просто колоссальный. Но все равно все конечно.
Not hinting at your age, sir, but there have recently been a lot of Gen Z protests across the world. How do you connect with the young generation? And we have a lot of leaders now who are looking younger and younger and younger. How does this happen? And how do you connect with the young people in Russia?
Знаете, здесь нет ничего нового. Ведь и у нас в литературе...
You know, there's nothing new here. In literature and in art, this topic of contradiction of the older generation and the younger generation, of fathers and sons in our classic literature, these images have always existed. Fathers and sons. There is nothing new here. You know what's new? The technology. Those messengers, telegram, and so on. They are used to influence the youth. The younger generation, this generation is more or less the same. Young people are always more mobile, more radical. The younger people, a young person, thinks that they are coming across this injustice and so on, and no one saw it before them. And now they saw it, and they will tell it to everyone around. And they think that these injustices are very easy to deal with. They can be easily solved. And when a person becomes more mature, he or she is trying to change something. It turns out that they start to understand that it's possible to find a solution, but it's not as easy as it seems at first glance. Therefore, we need to talk with people. We can't just say that you're just young, you don't understand anything, you're just sitting there in your homes. It does not work like that. You need to always keep in touch with young people and to use their tools, their devices of obtaining information, to use feedback, social networks, and so on. You need to work there. And I'm sure that you partly do that. I'd like to wish you every success.
Совсем молодые, вы совсем ничего не понимаете, и вот сидите у себя дома там за стенкой. Так тоже нельзя. Нужно постоянно быть в контакте с молодыми людьми и пользоваться их инструментами, их аппаратом, пользоваться теми же современными средствами доведения информации до них, обратной связи в социальных сетях. Надо там работать. Я так понимаю, что вы отчасти этим и занимаетесь. Хочу вам пожелать успеха.